What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to the Wednesday edition of your show. My name is Gary, and I think it's an eyelash. I'm starting to think it's an eyelash that's growing in again. I got something that's in my eye.
Oh.
Never good. You know, it's a blessing and a curse, these lovely long lashes. But that's just a little bit about me. This show, as far as we know, is still the only one originating out of Saskatoon, going 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, live. And boy, oh boy, if you're looking for a way to stand out, that's how you do it. Go live. No one else does it. It's hard to do. It's very hard to do. But if you're in an environment that allows you to do it, it's like a cheat code, an incredible thing. So thank you to everybody involved with this place and this movement and all of the cool stuff that we do around here. And, oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Don't do that one. We're talking to that one. There we go. To thank you always for allowing us to continue to make this world a better place and do all of these cool things that we do. We have a camera for you. It's going to be a live action cam here today. I'm not sure what she's up to. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Oh, a little bit. We'll be okay. We'll get there. Look at this. There she is. And then got my gams in the back there. Look at these little slippers. Trying to get a hole in them. The Maggie Cam, proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Mike and Rochelle, they run the place with their beautiful greeting dog, Leroy. And once you get to know them, you'll know that's enough to get you in the door because they're such amazing people. And Leroy's such an amazing greeting dog. And Marge and him are dating, and it's a super cute little puppy couple, puppy power couple, if you will. And when you go in, Leroy greets you just like Marge greets you here. And then your shopping experience begins. And it never, ever gets bad. That's the beauty of this place. We're talking 2 full toy walls to walk your dog right up to and pick the toys that they like, take them home, and then you're off to the races. They also have treats galore. They got treats in bags. They got treats in giant buckets. They got treats in smaller buckets. They're everywhere. And they don't even get mad when Marge taste tests a couple. So that's the type of people you're working with. They're really, really good human beings, which we are all about. They also got all the collars and leashes your heart could ever desire, including the buckle up collar and leashes, the matching. And not only do they match, they have all your favorite TV shows, movies, cartoons, the whole 9 yards. They're right there for you to show off as you walk your puppy around. Just the cutest, hey? I know Mr. Baseball loves when puppies do this. It's just
Nothing better
so
than
adorable,
that.
man. I just want to wake up, you know? Good girl? Yes, you are. And then they got fashion. You got a big Grey Cup game going on this week, and I'm
She
sure you
has
get
an
yourself
eyelash in her eye.
all the eyelashes. Rider jersey for your pup. I'm sure they can get you hooked up with that because fashion, you know, it never stops. And they got all the latest stuff there for you, including all those booties for the puppies with cold feet. And then you get into the beds, and you get into the crates, and you get into all the other stuff lining the wall, including all the normal food, okay? All your dry foods are there. And if you're looking to change it up, you want to get into the raw foods, they got you covered as well. Fridges at the back, ready to go. Switch it on over. They'll tell you exactly how to do it because, again, they care. And then you got more aisles of toys and more aisles of treats and an aisle full of medicine, if that's what you're doing, an aisle for all the other pets in your life, okay? All of that. And the greatest puppy spa in the history of all puppy spas, also waiting for you right beside those fridges full of all the raw food, okay? We're talking super affordable. Walk your pup right in, throw him in the basin. You soap, you rinse, you blow dry. All the hair goes everywhere, but it stays contained right within that room. The best deal in town for a puppy spa. That. And if that's not enough, okay, all of that, if that's not enough to get you to switch over and start supporting a great local business run by incredible human beings, they are also open after hours and on weekends, so you can stop by on your way home after work, and they will be there for you, thanks to Chris and Kirsten. So, also all the weekends, too. Yeah, they're always open for you. That's the point. Make the switch and be happy about it. Rest easy knowing that you're supporting a really, really great business run by really, really great local people. And that business is Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Well done, March. Pretty good today. She was running wild there for a bit. You know, I wasn't sure if we were going to get her in, but
Yeah.
here we are. That voice you hear, that is one, I guess we could say 1/4 officially, even though the Kingslayer sort of been out for a bit since baseball really took off.
Without slaying those Kings.
Man, someone's got to do it. His name is Mr. Baseball, and we're going to introduce him to you right now. Say hello to Mr. Baseball. He's right here. You can see him. Hey!
It's my fault that Maggie was running around like crazy because
Well,
I have dog treats in my pocket
that
from
will-
walking my dog this afternoon.
That will do it.
But that was also how we managed to lure her in here. What am I
That's
doing
right.
here? Is it
The
coming
light's getting
alive? Is this a
angry. I
little
don't
shop of
know.
horror
I
situation
hope
over
not.
here?
That
This
was
thing about to
scary, man.
eat me?
Although, you know what? That little shop of horse plan was pretty hip, hey?
It was pretty.
Yeah,
hip.
it's pretty hip.
cool. What was
as far
his
as
name
pants-
again? Do you
Oh,
remember?
I'll never remember. I haven't seen the movie in 30 years. I just remember the big, giant, scary piranha plant.
Matilda or Lolita or something. Some
Something like
old-timey
that.
name.
I'll give that one to you for sure.
Anyhow.
Every Wednesday, Mr. Baseball stops by, and
I
we
do.
always appreciate it because he's one of our favorite people. We also
Even now the baseball season's over.
hey, there's still lots to talk about. I don't know if you know this.
Boy, there's
Yeah,
stuff to talk about.
it's going to be good, and we are going to get into that shortly. Coach Kamatu, another member of this team, is not able to make it in because he has a million different responsibles in his life. Like
Yeah.
he's responsibles
like,
at
kids
work,
and
he's
stuff.
got kids, he's got coaching, everything. It's crazy he gets in here as much as he does.
It really is. It's
And
impressive.
we really appreciate it. So
Yep.
he is on the sidelines today doing all the other stuff that he does. And our final member we will be waiting for. The reason this is called the All the Way Around Table, he joins us from the other side of the world, all the way around in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. So
Melbourne.
we will check in with him once he joins us as we have our buddy Phenom on the ones and twos. Say hello,
Phenom.
Phenom.
So great to have him back.
Look at him. Look at it. I guess we can't see because the fridge is
Uh,
Hey, there it is. Okay. Very well done.
We'll have to
How you
take
doing,
it on
buddy?
faith.
Doing good? You gonna give us a little thumbs up, thumbs down, in between, double thumbs up? That's one big thumb up. Oh, yeah, good. Very well done. It's always nice to have just a hand in there working, eh?
It is. Speaking of you having an eyelash in your eye, I apologize. Anytime there's a close up on me, I'm hopefully at the tail end of
You're
an eye
still
infection.
talking about this. You know, no one knows. No one can see it. Now the
It's,
world knows that you have an eye infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I just
couldn't
noticed.
tell.
I could kind of see it on that shot where I
He
was
warned
creeping
us
into the
last
side.
week. He's like, yeah, I'm coming in, but
Like-
just so you know, I got a little eye thing. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, we're not rubbing, what did I say? We're not rubbing eyeballs in here. So it's like, we're fine. We'll be good.
That's the
And
After Dark
I guess
show.
that's right. I guess the question now becomes: would you rather have the eye infection or the eyelash that is always infecting your vision? Like I can see a lash right here.
Well, I have both of those things happening because I have goo that. Here's a funny thing. I was on eye drops last week, and the eye drops, they cleared up the eye, the eyelid not so much. So I went back into my friendly neighborhood pharmacist and said, hey, one time before when I had an eye infection, you gave me, and I couldn't come up with the word ointment.
Ointment?
And
You call
so,
it ointment like I've done before?
I
Some of
like
that
ointment.
man. Yeah.
We have, I give my cat every day, twice a day, his medicine for
Wrigley?
his thyroid, Wrigley.
Oh, shout out to Wrigley.
But yeah, I mix it into like this little kitty-friendly paste that
Yeah,
he
so
loves,
him.
and we call that goo,
Kitty goo.
kitty goo.
Yeah.
There in my household, and so when I was struggling to come up with the word ointment, I came very close to saying goo. But luckily, at the last second, I came up with ointment. So hopefully, said ointment is taking care of this, and this is the last time the folks at home will have to be horrified
Again,
by the gruesome spectacle that is my left eye.
no one can see it. It's a battle that
I'm
you're
gonna
fighting.
angle like this the rest of the show.
Just two
Not
face.
snubbing Gary. Oh, I'm
Setting
a
up the
little bit of a
roadblock.
two-face.
And you know, there's a man, eye patch. Eye patch would be badass.
Oh, that would be
You'd look
pretty
like
cool,
a,
actually.
You'd be a
I
badass.
wanna be a
dude.
pirate.
That would be kind of funny if you rolled in here with an eye patch. After we realized it wasn't, serious.
Yeah, right.
Because eye patches do have a place in the medical community.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, while we wait for Coach number one, I've been talking to people. It's to quote that song. It's been a while since the Jays were within 2 pitches, or not 2 pitches, sorry, 2 outs away from winning a World Series. I'm still, everyone I talk to who's upset or sad, do not worry. This is the groundwork for a dynasty. This is a team that will be in place to compete for at least 3 or 4 years down the road, in
I
my
hope so.
humble opinion. That's where I see all of this going. And then that brings us to all the chatter out there about this team, how they're going to be spenders this year. The Jays are going to go out and they're going to spend, and they're going to get those guys. They're going to do it right. And I just have these flashes from 92 and 93 and all the big names that they went out and got, and what led to a couple nice back-to-back World Series victories. And I feel like we're in sort of that stage right now. Is that crazy of me to feel that excited?
No, I think that's completely justifiable.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I think this year I believe they had the 5th highest payroll in all
Yeah.
of baseball. So they spent money this year. They have money. They have those deep pockets. It's there to spend. I mean, they were probably the runner-up for Shohei Ohtani and among the finalists for Juan Soto, and those
They're
guys
right in the
were getting a
mix.
significant portion of $1 billion. So
They
the
sure were,
money exists. They've got some money coming off the books this year.
which is good.
We know, well, we assume Max Scherzer is maybe done, although he could come back. Bo Bichette, we'll see what if he comes back. I mean,
Don't
I
get
think
me
everyone
started.
wants
Don't
him
get
to
me
come back.
started. He needs to come back. The rest of it means
Um,
nothing.
but they've got money to spend, and there are good free agents out there if you're looking to especially bolster your pitching staff.
I
which think
saw
they are.
there. I saw there was another Japanese superstar that
Yep.
socks monster dingers. I was looking to come over. Any hopes of getting a flyer on that guy?
Possibly. So he's is it Munataki?
You're always good at. That's why I threw it at you. You're always
Mun-
better with these names than I am.
I believe his first name is Munataki, and I apologize
No,
if
I
I'm
think that's
blocking on
right.
the full name.
Yeah.
Yeah, third baseman, really promising and intriguing prospect. He's been linked to a lot of teams because third base is, especially if you're looking at it from a fantasy perspective, which isn't really what we typically talk about on here, but it gives you an idea of what's happening in real baseball.
Yeah.
Third base, there's a lot of teams that could probably use a good third baseman with some pop. There's a couple of
Yes.
pitchers coming over that are intriguing. There's rumors that the Jays are linked now to Kyle Tucker.
I heard that
coming
too.
off his
That was on
one
my list
season
of
with
things.
the Cubs.
That was my list of things to talk to you about. I was wondering.
Yeah.
That could be a big name. Now, as a guy who never really bought into the Kyle Tucker talk, and I don't know
Didn't
why.
buy into it in terms of the Jays being linked to him? Is that what you're saying?
No, didn't buy into it as him being as good as everyone
Okay.
thinks he is. I want you to sell me on him because I want them to go after anybody who can make the team better, obviously.
Sure.
Is like what's so good about this guy besides he doesn't use batting gloves? 'Cause I love that. I love when guys don't use batting gloves. That's my thing. But what else does he bring to a team?
Great power, good speed, great glove, great arm,
Right fielder?
right fielder. Could probably play him in left if you preferred, but he's
Yep.
probably better suited to right.
Just with all those skills,
just-
yeah.
Just an all-around 5-tool guy. You know, the last few years for him have been interesting. He's dealt with a lot of injuries, and especially the last 2 when he was in Houston, those somewhat at least came about as a result of the Houston Astros apparently not actually having staff members on their medical team. It's just trained monkeys who
Yeah, just
grab
let
the
'em-
x-rays and
He's good. Send him
which
out.
they interpret as everything is fine. There are, in fact, no fractures in your hand or leg. And then it turns out, oh, wait,
Whoopsies.
the reason he hasn't played for the last couple of months, that's because he actually had fractures there. And so...
Who are these doctors
Yeah,
anyway?
I don't know what is going on with that Houston medical staff.
Mhm.
They did a similar thing with Alex Bregman. They did the same thing last year with Yordan Alvarez.
Makes no sense, man.
It makes
No
zero
sense.
sense. I don't know how those people are still employed.
Yeah, well, like legit though, right?
Yeah.
Like we laugh, but that's a serious thing. Like
It is.
misdiagnosing guys, you can ruin careers like that.
Yeah. So, and Kyle also dealt with some stuff last year. His one and likely only year with the Chicago
Bees.
Cubs.
They don't want him back.
They would
That's
love to have him back,
price,
but I
though.
don't see them for reasons that make zero sense. They don't feel like they can spend at that level, and it's one of the banes of my existence. And we could
for
spend an
sure.
entire, now that we're in the off season, maybe we will at some
the
point
entire
spend an
offseason
entire
talking about
hour
it.
talking about why the Cubs won't spend the copious amounts of money. Like they've sunk
Yeah.
so much money into Wrigley Field and the surrounding area, Wrigleyville they call it. They are getting so much money, and I really don't understand why people who are billionaires, who make their fortunes in areas other than baseball by and large, you probably don't run a baseball team to make money. This isn't like an investment opportunity. You own a baseball team for other reasons. It's for the pride, it's for the prestige. Tom Ricketts, the owner of the Cubs, he used to sit in the bleachers as a fan.
Huge fan.
I mean,
Yeah.
spend your money. You're a multi-billionaire.
Make
Spend
your
that
team good,
money.
man. Yeah.
Look at the example the Dodgers are setting. Because, despite what some people, last name Kelsey, would have you believe, the Dodgers did not buy their World Series. Yes, they spent a lot of money. They spent more money than anyone else, which they can do, but they've also built a phenomenal farm system, and
That's
they've
the
done a
thing no one
phenomenal
talks
job
about,
of
hey?
recruiting internationally.
No one talks about the actual work they put in. They just see
Yeah.
the cash.
It's just top to bottom an extremely well-run organization, and the result is that they won the World Series, and now they've won back-to-back World Series, and who knows how many World Series they're going to go on a run for. And apparently, Gary's just leaving now because...
Oh, the heater was supposed to come on. We didn't
Oh, I get you.
blasting us while we're talking. Again, we're live. Continue.
We are live.
Yes, we are.
So we've diverged over 7 different topics, but the bottom line, Kyle Tucker, a great all-around player, and yeah, man, oh man, if obviously if he doesn't go back to the Cubs, I would love to see him go to the Jays.
And your whole story there just explained it's going to take a lot to do it.
Yep. He's probably looking at around a $400 million contract.
And to see if I'm picking, I'm going Bo all day. I'm sorry, but I'll take Bo over Kyle Tucker just because I know the importance of Bo in that lineup.
And
in
that's
that locker room.
fair. I think that's an argument that can be made, and I would say that yes, from a culture perspective, and the fact that Bo has been a Toronto Blue Jay his entire career, and he's
Vladdy's
become
best
this legendary
friend, like
status.
they're doing this stuff, man. They're
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And Kyle Tucker's a better baseball player than Bo Bichette.
See, and that's it. That's where
But
that's
not
the line
like
in the sand.
by
right there.
miles. Like not like it's not like a chasm of difference between them, but
You're not going to believe this, but you're allowed to have your own opinion, and I respect it.
thanks, brother.
That's where I
Appreciate
stand
it.
on that. And it doesn't matter if you're wrong because Bo Bichette is so much better. But I see what you're saying. And then that would become a whole, like you're going to throw in a huge contract. And we've said it many times on this show. Spend the money.
And that money.
Like the fact that people sit here and, talk about millions here or millions there and that being the difference. I think, no, man, just if you have, we know when you're in Toronto, maybe not this year, maybe now that they had that run, maybe it's not as hard to get guys to fly north of the border.
Yeah, here's hoping. I mean, and we touched on this a little bit, I think, the last episode. When you have guys like Shane Bieber saying, no, I'm not opting out.
When you want to stay,
I want to come back because I loved my Toronto experience.
The culture,
and there might be
the
personal
team.
Reasons why he wants to come back as well in terms of building up his value. But I was shocked when Shane Bieber came back because he's looking at a multi-year deal if he doesn't.
Yeah, that's the first guy to say,
Yep.
you know what, I believe in what this team's doing, let's do it.
Chris Bassett wants to come back. I hope that is, in fact, helping spread that word among the baseball players. And I mean, we can go in so many different directions, obviously. So it's in some ways good that we're in the off season. We don't have to actually talk about those pesky games and things that are actually happening. So much of the discussion relating to free agents being signed and long-term contracts being given out, everything is in some ways with an eye on the 2027 season and whether or not there will be a 2027 season.
Strike talk again?
Yeah. It would be a lockout in all likelihood.
Use the proper verbiage here, please.
It would, because the owners desperately want a salary cap and there's no way the players are going to give that to them. And so I don't know how that gets
all I hear is Toronto win World Series, strike. Expos 2.0 right here.
Well, that's what happened in 93.
I'm saying,
they won the World Series.
They didn't want it 3 in a row.
Season.
They did not want the World Series banner flying north of the border for 3 years in a row. So instead
the Jays were terrible in 94.
But the Expos.
That's fair.
The Expos were the best team in baseball by far.
Right, absolutely.
There was no question they were winning that World Series. And instead of that happening, the league said, you know what, we got to stop this, man. We can't have Canada dominating like this. Let's go ahead and strike. So they strike. Not looking for that again. I'm telling you that right now. That will not be good. As we are hanging out with one quarter of the all the way around table, Mr. Baseball is in the house, still looking around for Coach, our Coach number 1, as Coach 2 is nowhere to be found. We got a slow open. He's back, baby. Okay, this is good. Because I got my next question, and I really want to know what he thinks about this. Because we ended last show, I believe, talking about awards, didn't we, Mr.
We did. I sort of tried to shoehorn that in a little bit because I wanted to do some awards talk.
And we did. And boy, oh boy, you want to talk about more disrespect for your Toronto Blue Jays. We found it. We found it as I struggle to put my headpiece in here. I've been messing it up. Frickin' every time I do this, it's worse and worse. But we don't let it get because we are professionals and we roll with these punches. That is right. And we are in. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the final member for the All the Way Around table today, coming to us from all the way around the world. Give it up for Coach number 1. Woo!
Hey, what's going on, Coach One?
Hey, nice headset today, buddy. What's up with that? Uh-oh.
Can you see the... No, this side.
You have an eye infection too? Oh, no.
I can't. What are we
No.
looking at? Is that tape?
There's
Is it taped together?
It is tape. It is
Nice.
tape because
Getting a nice glow
the
on there,
foam
yeah.
came off.
Look
So,
at
okay. Sorry I'm late, boys.
all good.
My mind is blown. I've just spent 2 hours with a gentleman by the name of Jeff. I gotta get his last name. Simmons. He's a sports psychologist at Cal Berkeley. And he was over here in Australia a few months ago speaking at Baseball Australia's coaching conference. And I could just listen to this guy speak for hours. So anyways, we just did a podcast recording and the intent was to go an hour. And it went 2 hours and 10 minutes. And then I was like, right, I could keep going here. He probably wanted to go to the bathroom, to be honest. But I was like, I got to jump on. But anyway, so that's
Joe
been
Davis
the morning so
style.
far.
18 innings, no bathroom breaks.
That's right, doing like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude. Well, hey, thank you for thinking of us and hopping on here. You're a vital member of this incredible team, and that's super. You always know a conversation's really going well when that happens. Hey, when you're just in the zone and you lose track.
And it ended on, so I always ask the guests if there's one piece of advice, one tip that you give to leaders in terms of that's going to make the workplace a better place for people to thrive, to perform. I don't like the word thrive, to perform, and just a better place to be at. And I was like, this is crazy that I'm talking to you guys next, particularly with you, Gary, around your whole philosophy of why you're doing this. But the answer was, he goes, just come from a place of love. If you come from a place of love and come from a place of care, that's where it came from. Yesterday, I spoke with a sniper who's been part of the New South Wales Police for 20 years. He's retired now. And this guy, he's seen a lot of bad stuff, right? Like he was part of a special operations tactical team that they get called in when the real bad stuff is happening. He's had to end lives as a sniper. And it was really interesting to understand who makes that decision, who makes the decision to pull the trigger. Anyways, and this guy's just full of energy. I said, where does this come from? And his answer was very similar. He goes, my parents just loved me. He goes, that is the only thing I can put this down, is that this is where the love came from, or this is what love does to you. So, anyways, just 2 amazing conversations leading into a third one today. And so I appreciate everything you're doing. And it's, if you talk to experts in different parts of the world and different spaces, you're doing exactly what the world needs more of.
That's it. And like, first of all, thank you. And that's all of us, not me. Like, we all started this and we all started that movement. And it's like every day that goes by, it becomes more and more important because, people are starting to realize, I think the message is finally starting to get out. If we don't start caring about each other again, this world's going to keep going the direction it's going in. And, someone's got to make a stand, and someone needs to remind people the only way to make it better is to start caring again. No one cares about anything but themselves. And until we can change that, the world's going to keep sinking. And I'm not here for that. I don't want to watch everyone struggle. I don't want to leave my house and see everyone frowning and angry and no one smiling. And that's what it feels like right now. So, even if this is our little thing that we do, at least we're focused on doing something. And then that's the age-old thing, too, is as long as you're doing something, then you're living. If you're not doing anything, and there was a long time in my life where I wasn't doing anything, and that wasn't living. So it's very cool to have sort of a goal and to work towards it every day. So, and it doesn't happen without everyone here, and that's the beauty. Even you, Uncle Brando.
Yes.
My man, Uncle Brando and I just finished.
I have to admit, I'm getting a little distracted by
don't watch
Fighter.
the Street Fighter. I know.
Like getting sucked in.
Brando's doing his pregame before he heads over to the Coachman licensed beverage room for some more Magic card playing.
Going
tonight.
to the Coachman?
That's where they play, man. Oh, do you play there, or do you just go there for post drinks? Post drinks. There it is.
We a very good friend of mine, Coachman, used to be his destination back in the days
lot of us
when he
used to
maybe
go.
drank a bit, and
Yes.
the motto was always something always happens at the Coachman,
And it
because
did.
there's always something
It's still
something
crazy,
crazy
yeah.
always happens there. It's a good time.
It's a great mix of like
Yeah.
all the way from the extremely elderly to
Yeah,
the
'cause it's
just
in
learning
Market
to drink.
Mall.
Yeah, man, and
So,
everyone
all those
like
demographics.
you'll walk in there and you'll see a kid who just got his ID, first day drinking, 19 years
That
old.
my 19th birthday started at the Coachman.
But probably
At
not
the
like
Coachman.
this. You
Yeah.
end up fighting an 80-year-old over the last VLT inside the Coachman.
That did not
That's
happen.
stuff that happens. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's a regular occurrence. That happens for sure. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so there you go. Shout out to the Coachman licensed
Love you,
beverage
Coachman.
room
Good
and
memories.
casino. Okay. Perfect timing for you, Coach Number One, as we talked a little bit about the off season for the Jays. We had a little love fest for this guy over Kyle Tucker. Me, not so much.
I heard that.
Yeah, we became divided, but then we, came together at the end like we always do because we love and respect each other and we allow each other to have opinions. Except for one thing, I think if anyone argues against this, you're just a really, really bad person, top to bottom. Coach Snyder not winning Coach of the Year in baseball. What do you have to do? I guess you have to win whatever it is, like 18 in a row or whatever Cleveland did. Know what it was?
Yeah, I mean, and sorry,
No.
Coach One. I'll just quickly
Get in.
say
I'm still angry, so I'm
the
just trying to.
interesting thing. It feels like pretty much every year, other than this year, Manager of the Year always goes to to a manager whose team was bad the year before, and they made them
Improved.
good this year, which is what
Yes.
Davis Schneider did, and which is what Terry Francona did.
Yeah.
And so I sort of thought maybe those are your winners. Instead, it's Pat Murphy in the National League from the Brewers. Now, admittedly, I have a little bit of a bias against the Brewers, but he won the thing last year when the Brewers also won the National League Central, and he won it this year when the Brewers won the National League Central. I don't get it. I mean, if this is what you're doing now, I mean, yeah, he maybe did the best job of managing during the season, but he didn't. It wasn't like a turnaround, other than if you buy into that whole narrative he was trying to push, where no one believed in us and we were like, people were looking down on us and said we didn't have a chance. And like, where are you getting this from? This isn't a thing. Everyone knew you were a really good team and you had a very good chance. Anyhow, I have a few very specific rants in relation to the specific award. I think I went into the other one last week, but I'm going to do it very quickly again. This is the one award that should be voted on after the postseason, because that is the time when managers are the most important. MVP, Cy Young, those sorts of things, Rookie of the Year, those are regular season awards,
Yeah.
because individuals have really, in the grand scheme of things, not a ton to do with whether or not their teams win a World Series. They can obviously play a big part, but those are team accomplishments. It's the guy at the top who, in his success, leading a team in the postseason, that award needs to be voted for after the postseason. And if that had happened, I'm sure John Schneider would have won. I actually think Dan Wilson was also not a bad choice for American League Manager of the Year, but whatever. Stephen Vogt again. I don't know. I'm done. Coach One, go ahead.
Good rant.
So, why? Can you tell me more, Mr. Baseball? Why
sure I
it
can.
has to be after postseason? Give us a little bit more. If we're to double click on that
Why you
reasoning.
think it should be, or why it isn't currently? Sorry.
No, why it should be.
Because postseason is
That's
when
where you
managers
actually
matter the
manage.
most.
That's where you actually manage.
That is where you're making the biggest decisions. Obviously, you're making huge decisions during the year, but in all honesty, the biggest decisions during the regular season are probably made by general managers and presidents of baseball operations in terms of the personnel that are coming in. Yeah, managers are filling out the lineup cards, they're making the pitching changes. That's all very important stuff. But when you earn your money, when you're the manager, the biggest difference you make comes in the postseason. So that's why I think it should be done after the postseason wraps up for that one award.
So I don't know if I agree or disagree, but there's also the question that's going through my head is, when is it easier to manage, regular season or off season? Or sorry, postseason. Off season would be pretty easy.
Haven't
because
lost the game.
Doing good.
The regular season is so long. It is such a grind. I think, like, in terms of the job itself, that would be very, very difficult. Versus postseason, shorter time period. I think the players are probably more aligned and bought in than ever because they're that much closer to getting to the ultimate goal that they're looking for. So is
I can throw something in here, Coach One, just to sort of stir the pot a little more. If you look at Coach Snyder's last couple appearances in the playoffs, I'd say he made some decisions that have affected all of us numerous times, way more than any decision he's ever made during the regular season, as in pulling a pitcher when he's slinging after 4 innings, or, the debacle with Seattle. Like, these things are so amplified in the playoffs. And I think it sort of makes them, just because of that fact, so much more important and so much harder to choose the right one. And you have a guy like Schneider who's been called for firing. Like, fire that man now after his previous playoff appearances. And now he wins everyone over because of one good playoff run. I think it, accentuates the importance of managing properly in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously wins and losses are much more crucial in the postseason than they are in the regular season. And I think the manager,
The stakes are so high. Man.
Stakes are so high, and in the regular season, a lot of times it's exactly what you said, but I'll approach it in a different way. Because it is such a grind, because it's such a marathon, a lot of times during the regular season, you're just kind of like, let's just endure. Let's make it through today.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? My pitcher gave up 7 earned runs in 3 innings. He's got to wear it because my bullpen is spent. So sorry.
Keep going.
In the postseason,
Get out of
these decisions, you're making 100 decisions an inning, and
Oh,
whoever
sorry.
makes the best.
You pitched yesterday. I don't care. You're going out now.
Yeah,
You're pitch full game
exactly.
again. Yeah.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto,
Yeah.
come on, pitch
Don't
4
matter.
days in a row.
Why not?
has a manager who has there been a winner of the manager of the year who hasn't gotten to the playoffs?
That's a real good question.
Doubt it. I'm still
Because then is it about winning? Is it about the winning the games that therefore you've won, therefore you must be a great manager?
If it was, then Schneids would be your guy because you were the best team in the American League, just like the Brewers guy was the best guy in the National League. You got the most wins, all right, whatever. You're the coach of the year. That's sort of your baseline. And then I understand it's a special thing that Cleveland did. But was it better
The
than what
reason
Schneider
it was special
did?
is because they were
We're
really
so
bad in the first
thank you.
half.
Like,
Yeah,
And they were able to
exactly.
come back.
It's like if a guy was smart and like life or death, you have to win coach of the year this year or else you're going to get shot and end it. What do you do? Well, I guess I'm going to be really, really crappy and then come on hard at the end and show everybody I'm amazing. I'm a genius. It's such an easy road.
If they had their second half record in the first half and their first half record in the second half,
They ain't doing it.
he's not.
You're right.
He's
That's a
probably not a nominee
great
for
point.
manager of the year.
No, he shouldn't even
but
be
they're
in the
still
vote.
like sneaking into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. And then the other thing to keep in mind. Oh God, there goes the earpiece. Sorry, Coach One, if you're making great points right now, I can't.
He totally
hear
is.
you.
There it is. Yeah.
In you tell me. In the American League and in the National League, each and every year, right now, with the way the playoff system is set up, 6 teams from each league make the playoffs. 40% of all teams in baseball make the playoffs every year. So I think just making the playoffs isn't
Bad.
that impressive. You've got almost a coin flip's chance of doing that.
It's almost like nobody likes the Jays. It's another one of those things where you're like, oh, screw those Toronto Blue Jays. Let's give it to a different guy. Who else is on there? Okay, let's go with that guy.
I don't know if I buy into that.
That's just me.
So you
conspiring.
have to win. If you're not a winning team, you can't be a good manager or the best manager.
I mean, I guess in theory you could, but it would have to be like if whoever ends up managing the Rockies this
I was
year
gonna say, or like
took
in
them to
Oakland,
a
something like that.
500 record
Yeah.
next year, or if whoever managed the White Sox last year took them to a 500 record.
That's
Sure, that you could see that person winning Manager of the Year without having made the playoffs.
the other thing that was a pretty big eye opener was the fact that Coach Snyder had a 20-game improvement over last year.
Yep.
20 more wins than last year. But that's not good enough, I guess. I guess that doesn't get it for you. I don't like, what else do you need a guy to do?
And you wonder,
Ugh.
in some ways, is there a bit of a backlash to, who was the manager of that team last year that finished in last place in the American Leagues? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was you. So now we're rewarding for the fact that you managed to turn around your own mess.
Yeah. It's almost like there's too many stats
I would have
in
voted for,
baseball.
all this being said, I would have voted for John Schneider.
Well, he's the logical
Yes,
vote.
yes.
That's the dumb part. Is like we all said it was a lock. It was a shoe-in. Like
We were kind of blazing through the nominees last week, though. We didn't have a whole lot of time to.
But
to
even
think
if
about
we
it.
did,
Yeah.
the conclusion would have been you are absolutely insane if you don't give this guy coach of the year.
And we have zero Blue Jays bias here.
Obviously. I'm not wearing any
None.
PJs.
But you know what else might be key? Milwaukee's manager, Pat Summit, is his name?
Pat Kelly.
Pat
Summit
No,
is
it's not
basketball,
Pat
a
Kelly.
basketball coach.
There you
Yeah,
go.
a very good basketball coach.
I don't know if it's just my algorithm, but he showed up of any MLB manager showed up on my Instagram reel more than anyone. And I could listen to him talk because who's their star outfielder, young guy?
Christian Yelich,
Yelich?
or Jackson Churio.
Yeah, I think it was him. And how he was talking, how he dealt with, like, there was a game where I think it was Trio. I thought there was somebody else. Anyways, he missed a cutoff
Sal
and he
Frelick.
pulled him out of the game.
He's gonna keep going to the
Yeah,
end.
that's who it was. That's who it was. Yep.
Cal Frelick.
Cal Frelick. And he talked about he benched him. He didn't have to tell him. He goes, I don't need to tell him. He knows why he's benched. That's the type of player. He's going to come back tomorrow, and I don't need. Now, I thought that was a brilliant piece of managing the individual and understanding that. But I knew that. I got access to that. So maybe Schneids needs to get a social media. Who's your social media manager?
Brooksy, Wendy Brooks Media. Check her out.
Brooksy.
Yeah.
Maybe she should reach out to Toronto. No, don't reach out to Toronto because they'll think, now we can do this internally. We want an expert. Get Brooksy to reach out to Schneids and say, look, you're so close to getting that. I'll just push you over the edge.
You just need some more eyes. That's a good point.
It
It's
is-
all about how you consume that content. Very interesting. The All the Way Round Table here right now and every Wednesday on your show, hanging out with Coach Number One. We got Mr. Baseball in the house. We got Phenom on the ones and twos inside the Dr. Hausman Associates tooth booth, big tooth on Second Ave. We got Uncle Brando struggling through calciumitis inside of his shoulders. He's
Oh no.
really battling it here as we hang out. And it is almost supper time. Might I remind you, we have some options for you. Wings.
supper.
Oh, wings. Number one on those power rankings with our Bugsies. The game day feast came through. We had a couple more big ones on the last episode of 13th Melon. That does not sound very good, Brando. Do the 69 at Bugsies. You see in the back. Pick up a passport at either location. That's Markham Mall or Lawson Heights. Inside, there's 69 different flavors that they have created. Number one in the power rankings for yours truly, the Sweet Pickle Heat. LB has the Flamin' Butter Chicken as his number one. So those are two of the highest of high for you to try out and enjoy. Once you get all 69 of them stamped out, maybe on a Thursday or a Tuesday when they're over half price off, you get the shirt right behind me. And your life immediately gets better. You can also order on Skip the Dishes and Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's, order a plain wing, put in from your passport the flavors that you want, and they will come right to your door. So we got one more. It's a Bugsy's Grey Cup feast coming up this Sunday for the Grey Cup. Looking very, very, very forward to that. As well, our friends over at Super Skills Hockey still crushing it out at the Martinsville Rec Center. Brand new state-of-the-art facility just above the ice surface looking over the rink. They got those puck handling areas. They got the ice treadmill. They got the shooting lanes, all with the videos showing you how to do all of the drills. It is absolutely a fantastic way to get your skills on the ice sharp and keep them sharp. They also have guest coaches coming through. You can find them at superskillshockey.ca, and you can learn way more about that as another example of really good people doing really, really good things. And to keep that momentum going, we are days away, you guys, days away. November 19th is when the Spirit of Cosmo Breakfast will be going down over at Prairie Land Park. You can head to cosmoindustries.com to get all the info as 50-50 tickets now active, so you can get in on that. They also have the silent auction up and running, which is very, very good. And you can purchase tickets for the event. It's always a lot of fun. I remind anyone who will listen, if you're looking to fill your cup back up full of kindness and, generosity and all the things we always talk about the world is in such need of right now, this is a great place for that, as a bunch of people coming together for a common cause. It's always very, very good. So again, Spirit of Cosmo Breakfast going down November 19th at Prairie Land Park. You can go in and get some tickets and start supporting that. It is always very, very good for the heart and the soul. And one more for you as our Friday night pizza party gets set to roll out yet again this Friday. That is over on our Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. The Twitch always gets me. I try not to be got by it, but it always happens. And I'm going to make sure I got this right. Okay, I got it. And that pizza party, as always, thank you to our friends over at, I did it. sort of, oh, it's getting so hard when I'm right under it.
Oh, man,
Vern's Pizza, check it out.
Their
Yes.
logo even twitches a little bit.
I know, it
That's
knows what's up.
Brilliant.
And you can see right there, the Friday night pizza party. We got the gamer box last week, just $30. And you get your pizza, the 10-inch pizza. Okay, so you're talking 6 slices of delicious pizza along with dry ribs, fries, and mini donuts, all within a big box and a 2-liter of pop. It's an insane deal.
What?
It's crazy. And it is so... Brando, how good was it without swearing too much? 10 out of 10? There it is, 10 out of 10, maybe 11 out of 10. And Phantom?
Swearing's okay.
That's right. It's okay to swear. That's true. That's not too much. You got to get it on camera, dude.
You're
show
swearing
the
by
people. There
him,
it is.
not swearing at
them.
him.
That's right. So there you go. It's absolutely fantastic. The original, the original thick, as well as the Vern's Light. It's all there for you. Solved all the Vern's issues in our household growing up. So good. And co-op gas bars. Ladies and gentlemen, you go fill up with gas, you can get yourself some of that Vern's. And I'll tell you, as a guy who loves a good discount, to get that cold slice, man.
Oh, I love a cold slice of Vern's.
Powered me through many years of hockey. That would be my pregame meal, is a couple of cold slices of Vern's. I go out there, boy, oh boy, you've never seen a slower skater in your life. But we had a lot of fun. So all the love to our friends over at Vern's, as we got another Friday night pizza party, all set to go with the Twitch stream. Send that up there. See you later.
Hey, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Your Vern's folks, is it all the Vern's locations in Saskatoon, or is it just the one at the co-op? Or
I believe we are in with all of them. So like this past time, we went to the one on 11th Street out by Gordie Howe Bowl, which is fantastic. I got to meet my buddy Aaron there, who was working the till, and he gives me the box, and I'm like, okay, this is great. Like, there's supposed to be like other stuff. I think he goes, dude, it's all in there. I'm like, how is it all in there? I'll take your word for it. Super nice guy. He's like, we got you. I'm like, okay. And sure enough, we get back and you open it up. The pizza's here, ribs here, fries here, donuts there. It's like the perfect
like
presentation.
a tickle trunk of food.
Literally, it was so good. So thank you again to our friends over at all the Verns. We love you all.
I have a Vern's like 2 blocks from my house.
Get in there.
And it takes all my willpower to just not constantly go there. 'Cause
I'm with
it's so
you.
good.
I am with you 1,000%, man. It's so nice to have Verns back in my life. That's the way to do it.
I'm on their website right now.
Don't tease yourself. Maybe we'll send you a special
Oh my
order.
God.
Maybe we'll freeze dry one and
Why-
send it over.
Why is Coach One drooling on his headset?
Oh my goodness.
If you got a business, you got an organization, you got an event, you got something that needs eyes and ears as we continue to grow into the hyper-local voice that this city deserves and, dare I say, needs more than ever, as most of the media, and I think we can all agree, is moving out of the local and into the, whatever that is, the mainstream. We stay here where everyone goes, and we remind you the importance of being local. If that's something you can get behind. If you want to make this world a better place, please reach out to us. The only time in your life you will have a deal too good to be true, as it's just us. We're just here to get comfortable. There's no one sitting on a corporate throne saying, yes, give me all the money. Don't give it to any employees, just me. There's none of that here. And I'm so proud to say that because the whole world is like that nowadays. So if you want to get behind that, please send us an email to contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. I was hoping you were going to get that clap in, bro. That was great. Very well done. So reach out. Help us help you. That's what we're all about around here. And the more we say it, the more people realize, oh, yeah, they're really not looking to get rich there, are they? They're just looking to, make this city, this world a better place. And it starts with that. If you don't have that love, if you don't have that attitude, man, it ain't going to happen. So something to think about. We also got the website updated by Royal Anders himself. Just like the email, minus the contact and the @ send it on over. There you go, you guys. We've done all the business. It is time to get back into it for the home stretch of the All the Way Around Table. Yes, Mr. Baseball.
Audrey. Audrey was the name of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors. Just came back to me.
That wasn't even close to Lolita.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, man, you had me convinced
Audrey.
it was something with that Ida in it.
Yeah,
Whew. Audrey.
Audrey.
You ever watch Little Shop of Horrors there, Coach One?
Nah, never.
Yeah, I watched it one time way back, and Audrey horrified me, but I thought it was also kind of cool. The hip talking piranha plant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like in Super Mario.
This is
Brings
what
back
happens when you're not with us. We just go way off the rails. So that's
This
a little
plant
bit
was
about us.
attacking me earlier in the show. If you didn't see that, Coach.
It was funny. It was very funny.
Some big plants there.
Yeah.
Are those new?
And getting bigger and hungrier.
No, they're not new. They're actually, dare I say, over 30, maybe 35 years old. You wouldn't know because I hand washed them every 3 months for my grandma growing up. The house over corner Isabel and Melrose. But yeah, kept these things in tip-top shape, and now she doesn't have room for them, so they are here on the set, and so happy to have them. Okay, looking again, just forgetting about the Schneider debacle that happened. This team's saying, we're going to spend. Coach number one, I want to know, and this is something we were going back and forth over. Who would you rather have on the Blue Jays this year? Kyle Tucker or Bo Bichette?
Bo Bichette.
And no offense to my friend, Mr. Baseball here, because his opinion is very valuable, and I hold him in such high regard. I feel like the whole dynamic, like I said it before, he's the linchpin for this whole thing. If you lose Bo, you're in big trouble. And now he made very, very good points about how good Kyle Tucker is as well. And we've said, like many times around here, I guess we'll agree to disagree on this one. Now, tell us why Bo over Kyle Tucker.
Oh, there's the emotional connection. Same as you guys were talking about, him and Vladdy coming up. I think Vladdy is the linchpin of the team. I think he was always the bigger name, the flashier guy.
Okay, let me rephrase that. He's already locked in. So
yes, okay.
Out of all the ones out there, that moves Bo up to number one for me.
Yeah, like Mike Trout, I'm told we're never going to get. In our other chat, people were like, you're paying more. Anyway, so I'll park Mike Trout to the side. But yeah, Bo's just grown up there, and I love that story, and it shows that. Imagine if we get two megastars of the game that are one club only players.
Never happens anymore.
There's just something right about that.
Yeah.
You're loyal. They're getting paid good bucks, but there's a little bit of loyalty. You grow up as a kid watching these guys play up, and you follow the Jays instead of. I think sport over the years, and maybe it's ups and downs. You start following players instead. I love this idea. I mean, Canada's probably a little different with Toronto because that's our only team, but just that idea that these guys can start their careers as 17-year-olds, or Vladdy was signed when he was 15 or 16, hitting home runs off a tee in some field in Dominican or somewhere. So yeah. But Kyle Tucker, here's one. His swing, have you seen his swing?
Many times. So many times.
He sees it in his sleep, bro.
He goes against the grain. If you were to go, what does the perfect swing look like? His does not look like a perfect swing.
I love Kyle Tucker's swing. I think it's great. You're right. It's not your prototypical beautiful left-handed Ted Williams swing, but it's beautiful.
Yep. Anyways, if I were to analyze it, and it's not saying I know that much, but I've been doing the drive line course, and they say you want to get to launch position and the bat is pointed at the catcher and just where certain parts of the body are. Tucker goes against a lot of those principles. In the end, he obviously does something right. So it just reinforces that there's not one way of doing
things. Yeah.
Yeah. But his swing at some stages, you go, oh my God, if that was a player that we were working with, we'd probably go, unless they're hitting bombs, we'd keep sticking it. You need to change this, you need to change that.
Some coaches probably still would. You know, like I'm smarter than you.
I reckon they would.
Like, come on, just let the guy hit. Clearly, he's got it figured out pretty good. Man. So is that your
so anyway, Bo Bichette.
That's your long answer for Bo Bichette.
And that's you know what? It's not. I don't necessarily disagree.
No one's going to be angry if Kyle Tucker comes to the Jays.
No.
That's the gist of it.
No.
Definitely from a culture perspective and from a keeping what they got going, keeping the band together sort of perspective, Bo Bichette makes a ton of sense. Just from a pure talent, player-for-player perspective, by and large, the big difference between them is defense. Kyle Tucker's an outstanding defensive player, and Bo Bichette isn't.
Now, if he plays second base, does that change?
I'd rather have him at second than at shortstop. Absolutely. I think he can be a very good second baseman.
So if you roll him at second like we saw and roll Jimenez at short, that would make you pretty happy?
That would make, I think, a lot of sense for the Jays. If they bring him back, I think that would be the correct decision.
Interesting. And
do we really think that he's gonna go somewhere else? Like, what's the sentiment?
That was gonna be my final sort of touch on this.
Someone makes him a giant offer and backs up the truck.
But the Jays will, pay that, right? They'll say, okay, if that's how much you're going to get, we'll pay you that amount to stay here. I feel like that's sort of what everyone's waiting for, is the first big dive where someone says, all right, here's the number, here's the years, let the party begin.
One of the interesting things is a lot of the big name free agents, I feel like we've heard a little bit of early talk about where Pete Alonso was going to go, or Alex Bregman, or Kyle Tucker. And I don't feel like I've heard a whole lot of Bo Bichette other than speculation that he's just going to go back to Toronto. Now, it's probably foolish to assume that means there's a lack of interest in Bo Bichette, because I don't think that's the case. I'm sure there are plenty of teams that would love to have Bo on their team.
You'd be pretty silly not to at least, kick the tires, right?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what level of interest there will be in Bo Bichette.
See, and it still blows my mind, because I'm still in this mindset that I can't get over the fact that nobody acknowledges this guy does the most important thing in baseball the best. Like, he hits the ball better than anyone else in baseball. And yet that's not enough for him to be elite. That bothers me.
I mean, Aaron Judge hits the ball better than he does.
Well, not as many times.
Fair, but it's not necessarily
I want a guy who's going to hit it the
as
most.
much as it's quality.
If I'm making a lineup out of every single player in baseball, I'm going to look at most hits, and I'm going to say,
I want the guy who
all
generates the most runs.
That's fine. I'll throw one in there, sure. Maybe two of those guys if I need to. But if the name of the game is hitting, I want the guy that sees the ball and hits the ball the best, the most times out of anyone else.
I want the guy who generates the most runs, because scoring more runs than the other team is how you win games.
Unless you got no one on base.
So would you?
It's good back
It
and
is
forth.
good,
I like
yeah.
that.
Is there good logic to say Bo and Vladdy? Who's better between those two?
Vladdy.
I'd say depends what year you're looking at, probably. Hey.
Okay, so is there? What did he say?
Brando's chirping Vladdy. He's a big boy. Fine. He's trying to say Vladdy can't run. You should see him run, bro. Continue, Coach One.
Is there a case to say they're both the same? Sign them to the same contract, same length. These guys will start and finish, and it's warranted their careers together.
See, I would love that, and I think that's the exact divide where you will find most people. With me and him, that's a great way of putting, a space in between that.
I mean, I'll put it this way. If the Blue Jays show up at Bo Bichette's agent's door with a photocopy of Vladimir Guerrero's contract, but Vladimir Guerrero's name is whited out, and it's someone Ross Atkins just wrote Bo Bichette over top, they will sign that so fast they might tear that contract in the process accidentally. So hopefully that wouldn't void the contract.
This is a great point here too,
because they should be. He's not making Vlad money, I don't think.
And why is that?
I think all in all, he's a less valuable player.
Okay, but why?
Vlad drives the ball harder. He scores more runs. He drives in more runs. He's a more valuable defensive
But all those
player.
guys he's driving in are Bo. I guess Bo's actually driving him when coach thinks that Bo is the number 4 guy instead of Vladdy being the number 3.
I think I would say Bo Bichette is about a 75% Vlad. And if you can get him for that kind of contract, man, that would be great.
And this sort of goes back to my original point. Like, what is it about? I know you said you're not a fan of his defense, but if you move him to second base, then defense isn't a problem.
It's less of a problem.
Okay. Now, with that, like, when you break it all down, you look at Vladdy's numbers and put him right beside Bo's numbers. What are you going to find? And I don't know the answer to this. This is why I'm asking. Like, do we know how big of a difference like hits are and runs and all that? Like, is it so big that that's 25% of a contract should be cut off for this guy?
I mean, we could probably, the best way to do it would be to look at their WAR.
And that's why they created WAR. That's a good point.
But it's, it's
WAR at second or WAR at short?
Well, you're probably going to get a higher WAR at short than you, and you'll probably get a higher WAR at second than you will at first, because it's probably a more valuable defensive position. Or maybe they're about on par. I don't really know. But
well, people forget too that Vladdy's got Gold Glove skills over at first, and everyone sort of glosses over that. Like, I'm with you. I can never really find the big divide between the two, but I always know that it's there.
While we're talking about the value of the cultural side of things and the impact on the team, I see Vlad as he is, as we were saying earlier. He's the heart and soul of this team.
Absolutely.
He is the face of this franchise.
The leader, everything.
He has that great personality.
And he's grown into that too this year, right? Like, he's really taken over as like the guy, for sure.
Bo Bichette is less that.
You want some stats?
Here we go. Stats us up. Thank you, Coach One.
Okay, this is Vladdy versus Bo, courtesy of sportsreference.com. It looks like it was updated 7 days ago.
Perfect.
WAR, Vladdy 25.9, Bo 21.
And that's career
That
WAR?
must be career, yeah.
Oh, sorry, this is career.
It's over in their
overall,
careers.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So he's got the war.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah, so that puts him at about 80% of.
Yeah, you're pretty much dead on.
Pretty
with that.
close.
What else do we
Okay,
got
so that's
there?
400 million. Games. So I think this is something to consider. Is Bo's resilience in
Yeah.
terms of he gets injured. Vladdy's played 975 games. Bo has played 200 less, 748. So that's hits. Vladdy's got 1,077. Bo's got 904. So batting
That's
average.
closer than I would have guessed, actually.
Yeah, which is crazy considering the amount of games he's missed.
But I guess Vladdy has way more at bats,
Yeah.
which is probably what you're
More
about to tell
at-bats.
us. So I'll stop
There you
talking.
So yeah, plate appearances is about almost 1,000 different, just under 1,000. But batting average, Bo's is 294, Vladdy 288.
How much
I
better?
mean, for
Not
a
that much
power
better.
hitter, 288 in this day and age is a phenomenal batting average.
Well, now let's get to the power. Speaking of.
Home runs, 183 versus 111. That's actually not as big of a difference as I would have thought.
I'm starting to lean towards Bo a bit, boys.
1,000 less a 1,000 less plate appearances
Mm-hmm.
and only 70 less home runs.
Man, 1,000 plate appearances. That's what, like 2.5 years of playing? Give or
That
take a bit?
also maybe speaks to Bo's tendency to get hurt
True.
more often.
Very
Like
true.
Vlad has
Very
been a
true.
Yeah,
bit of an
yeah.
Iron Man.
And make no mistake, that plays into it.
There's
That
no
definitely
guarantee
does.
that stays the same going forward, though. Who
Also
knows?
true.
I mean, these things aren't necessarily predictive, especially when it's like Bo is losing significant time because he got hurt at a play at the plate. It wasn't
Yeah.
like he,
Ugh.
he's not like every year he's straining his right hamstring.
Yeah.
It's
Isolated
one of those
incident.
fluke things.
Isolated
Yeah.
incident. Yeah. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I'm starting to think that's sort of covers that 20% that you're talking about.
All-Stars, 5-2 for Vladdy.
And that's more of like
Old-
Vladdy's got in a couple of those without having the stats, I think, too. Those are fan votes.
Well,
And
yes,
rightfully
yeah,
deserved.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
ride to be around. Yeah.
But there's value in that. Gold Gloves 1-0, Silver Sluggers 2-0, and LCS MVP 1-0.
Wow. I mean,
But-
yeah, it's the classic, it's the age-old argument, fellas. And this one never fails. When you talk about the greatest of all time, and when you talk about, just say hockey, for instance, and I know Coach number one, I'm sure you've been a Mario Lemieux fan for a long time, and the big argument always was, Lemieux was always so much better than Gretzky. It's like, yeah, he was, except the most important stat you can have to be the greatest is staying on the ice. Health is a huge factor into this.
Wow.
We can't sit here and say, oh, if he would have been healthy, yeah, if he would have, sure, but he
had
didn't.
cancer.
And another guy did.
Had cancer.
And he came back from it, and he dominated when he came back. He still couldn't stay on the. Gretzky was hurt lots, man. Guys were targeting him all the time. He got out there, So the point is, durability is a factor. Whether people like it or not, it definitely plays into the greatest of all time conversations because a huge part of that is staying on the field or the ice or the pitch or whatever you're doing. So durability comes into play here. Vladdy, way more durable, and that would take some off for me because Bo, a little bit susceptible to it. Again, be it isolated.
I
or
wonder what
otherwise.
Bo would think. Would he be like, hey, man, I'm just as good as Vladdy? Like, that's the money I should be getting. Or does he go, yeah,
I
he's
don't
better
think,
than
do you know
me.
what? And and we'll end on this. Phenom, you want to go ahead and wake up Frankie there? These guys, we have to remember where these guys come from. Like Dante Bichette, Vladdy Guerrero Sr., millionaires. Money has never been an issue for these guys, right? So if money has never been an issue, I'm starting to think maybe you take a pay cut to be where you want to be with the people you want to be with. And I'm hoping that plays into it. That's sort of my last take on this. I'm hoping that Bo realizes that it's time for a little discount and work your way through it with the boys and start winning some more. That's where we're at. Coach Button, your thoughts. Final thoughts for the day.
Yeah, I would love to know what Bo thinks. Does he think he's better than Vlad? Does he think he's
Well,
the
he
same?
would never say that, right? He would never come out and be like, I'm better, I deserve the same. No.
Don't you want?
Well,
a guy
let's
who
see what
thinks
his
he's the best player on
expectations
the
are.
team?
That's also a good point. Maybe you want him to say that.
Maybe not necessarily say it, but believe it.
Definitely believe it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we opened up a lot of questions here today,
A
fellas.
lot of cans of worms.
Yeah.
Worms.
A lot of
everywhere.
cans of worms.
When does the free-for-all start? When does everyone start signing? Are we in already? Or?
Well, we gotta kind of maybe get through the award season first, so that
awards.
wraps up on Thursday is when MVP awards are handed out. That's when Shohei Ohtani will collect his hardware, and it'll be interesting to see what happens between Cal Raleigh
better be big
and Aaron
dumper.
Judge.
Better be big dumper.
And then it's gonna. I imagine a week from now we might have talked about. Hey, here's a few early moves,
I like it. I'm looking forward to that.
and maybe we'll talk a little bit about gambling in baseball too.
Woo!
I figured
It's
we were going to
time.
spend like the hour
It's
talking
time.
about that. And
It's time.
We didn't even
Yeah,
touch it
it's-
today.
It's happening for sure. Coach One, where do people find your incredible podcast that you were just recording right before this one?
Yeah, Teams That Swear is on Apple, Spotify, everywhere you get them. We just released my talk with Cirque du Soleil head coach Lee McDermott.
So cool.
So that's pretty fascinating in terms of his transition from athlete, Commonwealth gold medalist, to
Cirque du Soleil.
the non-athletic world, and then what it's like to be a coach at Cirque du Soleil. Fascinating.
Amazing. You, my friend, everything good?
Everything's good.
My
My
God.
eye hurts.
Mr.
Other
Baseball.
than that, I'm good.
Mr. Baseball needs some more ointment.
I've been spending too much time keeping my eye on the ball.
Thank you so much, fellas. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll miss you until then. Keep doing those good things. All right. I promise you they're starting to work. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.